Hey y'all, sorry for that hiatus. Honestly, life has been lifing and I'm trying to figure it all out. But today, I wanted to talk about doing these deliveries. Does anyone do like Doordash, Uber Eats, Instacart? What's the other one? Instawork, Road, or Roadie, and Spark. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Does anyone do those? So when we were living in Ohio, I was doing Doordash and Uber Eats. Well, I started with Doordash and Uber Eats. And then the orders started getting real funny, so I ended up switching over to Spark. But a few weeks ago, when I was on Reddit, I saw this thread somebody made, and they were basically saying that they were in IT and they were working for a delivery app. They wouldn't say which one, but most of the comments they were in there guessing that it was DoorDash. And basically they were saying what everybody else has been saying is that there's like a 1 to 2 week quote unquote honeymoon period where if you're a new driver on the app, they'll push all the good orders out to you, and then after that it'll like in a sense get you hooked and be like, okay, yeah, I can make bank every single day. And then the orders will start either slowing down, or the profits won't be as much as they were the prior week or two. And then whoever wrote that post, they were saying that there's different categories for the drivers. So if you consistently accept low offers where the profit that you're making doesn't actually make sense, like you're not making $1 per mile or like $1.50 per mile to account for gas and maintenance and whatever, then you get dropped into a bucket where basically these apps label you as desperate. And those are basically the orders that will be pushed out to you mainly, or the lowball offers, because you have a history of accepting those type of offers. And I just think that's so fucked up. Like, everybody's out here just trying to survive, and life is hard enough. And then you got these stupid companies scheming against us. Like, they're already scheming against us. They don't want to pay us enough money to actually live and survive. You have to work so many hours. Then they ask for so much from people. And I don't know, y'all. It just got me really thinking, like, damn, the shit that people really be thinking is actually happening. And I don't really want to get into it in this video, but it's like, I remember when I was in high school, or like right out of high school, I started getting into what people would call conspiracy theories or whatever. And even back then, there were always people in the comments being like, oh, that's a conspiracy theory, you're crazy, you're wrong. But 10, 15 years later, we see how things are actually playing out, and it's like, it was never a conspiracy. These people were actually telling the truth. And a lot of people just don't have that open mind, or they're not open-minded enough to be able to see the truth when it's presented to them. And that's just fucked up and sad. But anyways, my whole point of this video is really just to talk about how these delivery apps really be trying people. So I stopped doing DoorDash and Uber Eats. I signed up for Amazon Flex, but like could never get past like the waiting period. And then I signed up for Instacart. That had a really long waiting period as well, but I did end up passing that one. But the orders they never paid enough. So I don't think I've ever taken one order with Instacart. When we were in Ohio and getting ready to move to Florida, we were looking for ways to pick up part-time work. So I ended up working at Walmart part-time. I think I was there for about 2 months, because at first I was doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, and then winter came, and being from Florida and now living in Ohio, well, at least at that time, I was not used to driving in the snow. So I was like, I'm not doing deliveries in the snow. That's not happening. So I went and I got a job at Walmart. At first I tried to go to Applebee's, but they did not have enough business for me. I was like, this shit's too slow and I'm not making enough money here. So then I went to Walmart because they were like literally in the same parking lot. And I was there for about 2 months until the worst of the winter was over. But at that time, Spark ended up deactivating my account, because I guess you can't work at Walmart and do Spark at the same time, which is just absolutely retarded, absurd to me. But okay, so then I quit Walmart and then appealed the deactivation on Spark, won that, and got my Spark account back. So I started back doing Spark, and that's honestly what I've been doing since that time. It's been probably about, I don't know, about a year now, I guess. Wow, it's been about a year, yeah. since I've been doing Spark, and it's because you can usually get $1 to $2 plus a mile. So my orders are usually like $20 plus each. It's very rare if I get something under $20, but like $15-$20, and then $25 to $30 are like the really good orders. So I can make usually my goal is like $50-$60 a day, because I'm not trying to depend on these delivery apps, because I feel like once you start trying to depend on them, that's when like they really, I guess, like stigmatize you or categorize you as being desperate as fuck, basically, because you know these apps have all this tracking and stuff, so they can see like when your frequency picks up and you're trying to take on more orders and do more deliveries and stuff like that. So I always try to keep it very small if I'm able to. But yeah, even since we moved back to Florida, I did try to I tried to do Spark when we first moved back, and it just wasn't happening. Like, I don't know what the changes were, but the orders that I was getting, they kept getting snatched up real quick. And then, you know, some things happened in the political environment, and now things are kind of back to normal. Able to actually look at the order, look at the items, look at the address, look on my map, see how far it is, see if it's an apartment complex, you know, things like that. Like, I can actually take 30 to 40 seconds to look things over, instead of it just literally giving me 2 seconds and then the order's already snatched up by somebody else. I did try to do Doordash, and they have very shitty offers, and every single time I go on the app, it says that it's busy, my location is busy, but there are never any offers. There's never any orders once I actually get active in the app. And then when I do get sent something, it's like real fucking cheap. So yeah, I'm not doing that. No, thank you. We're here to make money. We're here to make a goal. But has anybody else experienced this? I mean, it's all over Reddit. I'm all over Reddit, and I just love to read people's opinions. So it's all over Reddit how people are being like tip baited, and yeah, just being treated like shit, basically. At some point, I have to collectively be like, y'all, fuck, enough is enough. But I guess we're just not there yet.